to Sunday, June 28th, 2026.
That it can fall apart again because of the individuals who are leading the processes, because of the erratic nature of our own president. I mean, the fact that he took again to social media to threaten annihilation of the country of Iran is a disgrace. It's absolutely ridiculous and embarrassing. There's no words for the way that our government and this administration are treating all of this. I mean, you cannot be in the middle of negotiations and every other day essentially threaten to use a nuclear weapon. I mean, when you're talking about ending a civilization or ending a country, what does that mean? And so that is always a concern, and I think why I have continued to call for the 25th Amendment, because I think Donald Trump is completely unfit for office. And then back to the Strait of Hormuz, per your question, it's important to continue to remind Americans that the Strait of Hormuz was open before this war began. There were no issues with the Strait of Hormuz. This is a catastrophe of Donald Trump's doing, because he's unfit, because he's erratic, because he's a warmonger. And again, ultimately, the deals that, the MOU that we've seen, Iran does hold the cards in that. And I think
a fifth grader could have told you that this would happen. A fifth grader looking at geography could have told you that the Iranians would do this. A fifth grader.
The deals that, the MOU that we've seen, Iran does hold the cards in that. And I think most experts would agree that Iran has been more successful in the negotiations, and they have the leverage because the United States was unsuccessful in whatever it was we were trying to do by starting this war.
Your voice may be among the most interesting and thoughtful about all this, because you are the first Iranian American elected to Congress. What are you hearing from fellow Iranian Americans and any contacts that you have in Iran on where this stands today? Is there frustration with...
I was not aware of that at all until that was mentioned, People of color make up the majority of people around the world, right? Can't tell what somebody is. We're all human beings, one race, human race, all human. And everyone has a right to life, liberty, happiness. Everyone, everywhere, every place.
The way this war has ended for now, given all of the blood and treasure lost from both sides?
Well, I think it's been an evolution for most people. It is true that at the very outset of this war, especially even right before the war started, when the massacres were taking place in Iran, the government, was cracking down. It's estimated they killed thousands and thousands of Iranian civilians who were protesting. And Donald Trump went out and said, keep fighting, help is on the way. That was his message to the Iranian people. And so for most people around the world, when you hear the President of the United States of America say something, that means something, and you believe them. And so many Iranians inside the country, outside the country, and diaspora communities believe that. And so when, the war started with the killing of Ayatollah Khamenei, many felt some hope that this may bring about a downfall of this horrific regime that has been in power for 50 years. But I think very quickly it became clear that that was not the case. The administration continued to change their public and private reasoning for the war. When I asked in a classified briefing very early on, a few weeks in, I asked Secretary Rubio if a democratic transition in Iran is one of the objectives of the mission. He very clearly told me no. It's not part of the mission. And Donald Trump has made that clear in recent weeks, as he has said, we never cared about regime change, or there has already been regime change. Ultimately, the result for Iranian people has been horrific, because you now have a younger regime. I think that the fact that they were able to withstand U.S. military aggression has emboldened them, has strengthened them. Thousands of people have been murdered.